A very sad story is coming out of the UK about a baby with a mitochondrial disease that was taken off life support and killed because the British government and courts said so. The parents were not even allowed to take the baby home to die. According to the authorities, it had to die in the hospital. I suppose it's really a question of money, as keeping the baby on life support is expensive and socialized medicine can't afford that. Yet, in an unprecedented move, the Italian government had given the child immediate Italian citizenship and the Bambino Gesù hospital in Rome would take the child. But that was also not allowed. I don't understand why this is even in the courts. Why is the government even involved? Why must some judge decide whether a child lives or dies and not the family? While the child may have an incurable disease, the logic is that all should be done to try to save her, not to save costs. But if we have learned anything from the COVID era, is that modern medicine is not about saving lives, but about making profits or saving money. Promoting social experiments and new types of vaccines is always more important than saving lives. In Canada, things have progressed further on. MAID, or Medical Assistance in Dying, is a sweet-sounding name for the new euthanasia program. It now accounts for 4.1% of all deaths in the country. That's 1 in 25 people. The program has been active for only a few years, and already more people died of MAID in Canada than of COVID. There are several cases where a patient complained about some problem or other, and the doctor or nurse advised them to use the assistance in dying. Have you tried our new MAID program? In March 2024, it's scheduled to be available also for people who have only mental issues, such as depression or anorexia, and also for people who have drug addiction, which is not even a disease. Now, even if just a few people use the program, it's not really about how many people die, it's the signal it sends. It's really saying, life is not worth living. There's already too much suffering and we don't have souls anyway. Most people in the West are already not having children. Abortion is no big deal. Most women have aborted at least once or twice. All kinds of sex are allowed, provided that they don't lead to reproduction. With the ongoing destruction of the family and relationships, most young men and women are not marrying, and lots of people are living lives of loneliness and despair. There was always an ongoing message about reducing the world's population. You might remember the Georgia Guidestones, which were mysteriously destroyed, I suppose because they had already obtained their objective with the vaccines and other stuff. But now it seems they are just trying to accelerate things. The message is no longer, maybe life is just not worth living. The message now is directly,
die, little bitch.
So why is this particular taboo a taboo that has stuck, whereas taboos against masturbation or sexual relations between people of the same sex have not stuck? And I think perhaps the diagnosis here is that it's something to do with this gulf that we like to have between ourselves and animals.